Hello and welcome to Buildings of Tomorrow. My name is John Lester, and in today's episode we'll be talking about some of the benefits of controlling all the different disciplines within a room. I'm joined in the studio by Jonathan Copley, a marketing manager for room automation at Siemens Smart Infrastructure. Jonathan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, John.
We've talked already about this human-centric or people-centric approach to room automation. We've talked a lot about the air around us, the environment around us. Are there any other aspects of the room that we can bring into this equation to even find more benefits?
Well, increasingly we see opportunities to integrate all of the different aspects of automation in the room, and in that way to increase the efficiency, increase energy efficiency, and also the quality of the experience of the people within that room. So, for example, in the past, we've thought very much about controlling the temperature, heating or cooling appropriately, but there are other things that have a big effect. For example, the lighting, the light level, the quality of the light. A lot of research has shown that if you have light that's closer to natural daylight, that has a significant impact on people and the way they feel and perform. And also following the circadian rhythms that you get that develop through the day. This can also be an interesting feature to have within your automation system.
Okay, so taking a bit of a holistic approach and when we look at lights, not just turning on and off, but taking more into consideration about the quality, the light level and the rest of it.
Yeah, and it goes beyond that too. More and more modern buildings have automated blinds. And when you bring together the blinds and the lights and the temperature control, you can really save a lot of energy. Okay,
so it has a positive impact on how people feel within the space if the light level is correct. If we get this natural light that you spoke about, that's more valuable than the artificial light that sometimes we're used to. But it's not just these benefits of productivity and happiness, it actually can have a significant effect on the sustainability of the building as well.
Yes, that's right. And we hear a lot about green buildings. These are buildings that have the best possible combination of automation that deliver very high levels of energy saving. And we've seen from studies that this can have a big impact on the rental value. It can increase it by between 5 and 15% if you're able to bring all these things together in an intelligent and effective way.
So this is a focus on sustainability only. So we have this benefit to increase the rent, but then all of the other subsequent benefits that come with the happiness and the productivity of the people within the space.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And once we have this approach, which we've taken into account the light levels and the blinds, because the blinds can stop the sun shining on our desk and some of these other things which we might find annoying within the space, how do we then start to get people more involved or understanding these setups, the interactions between the temperature and the blinds and the lights?
Yeah, this is an important point. It's very good to get the occupants of the buildings actively involved, interacting with the automation system. This can save further energy, and how you do it depends very much on the type of space. You're much more likely to give the occupants control, a lot of control, for example, in a meeting room or a presentation room where you have to adjust things in a way that's appropriate to the circumstances. Mm-hmm. In a more public space, you don't really want people messing around with the settings. But in an office, what we're also seeing as a trend is giving people access via their mobile phones. So they might have an app that's connected through the cloud to the building automation system, giving them the chance maybe to vote on temperature. We all know that some people like it rather warmer, some people like it rather colder and complain if it's too cool. And if you have these sorts of apps based on the cloud and digitalization, you could even have a voting system that achieves the optimal temperature for a group of people.
Okay, so bringing that interaction level, getting the people within the space to enter their preferences, to have input, and then also balancing this with the control system. So still maintaining the quality of the environment within the space, still maintaining the sustainability, but being able to tailor the space as well to suit the needs of the people within it.
Yeah, and these apps that I was talking about, they're also going a step further. I expect you know how not annoying it is to try and find a meeting room in the middle of the afternoon or at 10 o'clock in the morning. You wander around the building looking for one. Wouldn't it be nice if you had an app that can show you which room is available and for how long, and you just tap on it and then it's yours for the time that you need it? These are the sorts of things that are now becoming possible through sensors in the room, IoT sensors, bringing all this data together into the cloud to create a smart and intelligent building.
And this is that next step, isn't it? Going beyond the environment around us and controlling that and delivering the best that we possibly can to suit the needs of the building, but then starting to actively interact with the day-to-day activities of the users.
Yeah, and smart buildings, of course. We've begun to talk about smart buildings. It doesn't actually stop in the building itself. You have to consider how that building then begins to interact with other infrastructure, electricity supply, other factors that are coming from the general environment around the building.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, John.
And thank you all for joining us here on Buildings of Tomorrow. Please like, share, or comment on this episode, and also ensure to subscribe to us here on this channel. We'll see you again soon.